You always love to arrive at a program half written. Well, that's awesome, Mac. Overwrite the genetic sequence of Senator Walker Kane Jr. with the genetic sequence of President Walker Kane Jr. So it looks like the younger politician is actually a clone of the older politician. The names of these two politicians are available in file 300. You may need to overwrite a data chunk with another data chunk from the same file. So let's just look at what we've written so far. Grab file 300, copy data into X, make a, so we make a REPL, this one immediately leaves the room, goes into 801, creates a REPL of its own, which is listener. It grabs file 200. 200 has locations of all the chunks. Hey, Jeff. Hope you're doing well today. You were on my mind today. I don't specifically know why, but I was thinking about you today. I hope you're doing well, Jeff. So we REPL a listener. The listener makes their own file, copies values from F. No, copies values from the communication register into F. 10 of them in particular. So it's basically copying down just the coordinates. This EXA has a copy of all the source chunks. Got it. Thank you, Past Author Blues. Thanks, Past Author Blues, for really helping out here. Let's see, grabs 200. So we try to find the first name that we're interested in. Trying to think of what the ideal way to do this is. I'm sure I had some thoughts before. You don't write this much code with having no idea at all. A lot of garbage, not a lot of doing. Sounds like a lot of the programs I write. So, I mean, this is one of those tasks where I could probably come up with a really dirty solution that just works. Unfortunately, a really dirty solution is not even going to come in under 150 in size, so I need to really be mindful of how I do this. Do I want... I don't think I want just one EXA to handle all of this, right? I probably want one EXA to be responsible for picking up the initial file. This file probably can't leave this room if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what this lock means, if I'm remembering correctly. The lock can mean a lot of things, but in this case in particular, I imagine it won't be able to leave this room, so I either have to make a copy of it, or I have to do all my communication while holding it from this room. The key here is that this room is going to have... what if I don't communicate all this information? What if Past Author Blues was on the wrong track here? What if... what if one exa... what if one exa just sends out a source bot, sends out a destination bot, and those two communicate with each other only? There'd be a lot of waiting, but I think there's going to be, for the most part, a lot of waiting anyway. The question is whether or not... it says, you may need to overwrite a data chunk with another data chunk from the same file. And that's the one part that concerns me here. Because if I'm not mistaken... so let me look up the information about legacy storage systems. I believe that the way that the coordinates work, like the 540, means that it's in room 5, file 204, and then it's the, you know, each of these rows, which they aren't really rows, but 10 sets of 10 elements, are given coordinates, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So 540 means room 5, file 4, and then the first line. So the only problem I could really run into here, if I wanted to make it really fast, I could have all of them basically do this in parallel, but there is the possibility that two of them want to touch the same file, right? Like, having two be in the same room isn't a problem. Having two wanting to touch the same file is a problem. Really feels like I need more exas to do this work. There's a lot of information being passed around. There's just so much information being passed around here. This exa is passing around names. There's an exa in here that's passing around file coordinates. And then all of those exas responsible for that process need to be able to move around. And the problem I'm kind of heading off at the pass right now is if a exa sits in this room, I know this is going to come up in a test case. If an exa sits in this room and looks at file 200 to do all of sort of the delegating of tasks, only one more exa can sit in this room, which means that if I need to read and write from a file that's in this room right here simultaneously, there's just not enough room for everyone. I'm great. Thanks. So I'm going to call this guy the Source delegator. I'm just gonna shorten that to SRCD. So that's the source delegator. And I'm gonna get them out of this room. I'm gonna put them in the room up here. Link -1. I actually dropped it out here. Having him just drop it might... Is this the play? Wait, just having him drop it, is that the play? Because then I can have an exa grab the file, read the first element and delete it. And then do whatever task they were going to do. Shit. There's so many things to consider. This is the one thing that's really challenging about this game, is like, it doesn't make sense for me to even start working on the problem until I've formalized my solution. It's not really possible for me to just tinker on this, because I'm gonna run into something along the way that I haven't thought about, and then have to start from scratch, basically, because it's not gonna work. I need this guy to basically do the same thing again. I need him to create another REPL just for a destination delegator, and I need that guy to leave the room, and I need the original guy to die. And that's really that. I feel like that's the start of this solution, right? Is because if he's sitting in this room, he's causing a problem. This is where you get the other name, then we start the file over. Test F equals X. So we find the name. Copy from F to X. So this is getting all the values into X one by one. And here's where I should be sending them to another REPL, I guess? I mean, both would be doing mostly the same thing. I'm just trying to pass this information along. effectively. If you could kind of like just figure out where this data lies inside the file, there's probably a really clever way to do this that I'm just not thinking of yet. Are you allowed to modify the file? Like, what happens if I try to modify the file? What happens if I just say void f? It says leave no trace. It's probably just gonna fail me on leave no trace. Yeah, I guess that would... Oh, because what I really kind of want to do is... If I could just have one delegator interleave this data, that would be... That would be ideal, wouldn't it? I guess it's possible, right? Copy M into F, copy 0 into F, and repeat. Then I'm going to seek negative two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think it's 19. Minus 19. And then we kind of do the same thing again. Copy 10 into T. I think this might actually work. Copy M into F. And how do I just skip in a file? I guess it's just seek 1. Yeah, just skip forward. Sub I T1T and T jump. Okay. So I think the only thing I have to do is change this. I do need to switch modes back though. So this guy's gonna fill with zeros as well. Then seek back to that 0, correct, great. Yeah, so this is getting me the chunks interleaved. I'm getting all the information I need. Okay, that's really good. Now, at this point, You can just die, right? You can just die, bro. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, that worked perfectly. So now, this EXA is doing all the work, distributing information. We're at 52 size already, but I think it was a good investment. I don't see how we could have done what we did faster, right? We copied the information down that we need to copy down. So we've got it as efficiently as we could get it. So what is the next step? Well, the next step is sending out EXAs. So he's going to seek in the file. Now basically just repeatedly create 2 types of EXA, right? You're going to, let's see, copy F into T and REPL source EXA, and then copy F into T, REPL destination EXA, jump delegate. And he'll die automatically when he tries to read from the file and he's run out of space. So he's good now. Now all I have to do is write the code associated with the source EXA and the destination EXA. So the source EXA, actually both the source EXA and the destination EXA kinda are doing the same thing. Alright, so step 1 is swizzle the T register 0003 into X, add X 800 to X, and link X. Then you're gonna swizzle 002 into X, add X200X, and grab X. So now he's got the right file. Then we're gonna swizzle, I can be a little bit clever here. I can say 0010 here into X, seek X, because it's an offset of 10, so I need to multiply by 10, but that swizzle right there should achieve it. It should do that. Copy 10 into T. Copy F into M. Sub I T1T. T jump to source send. Halt. Actually, shit, I need to think about this. Because the delegation EXA needs to know, hey bro, it's time to duel. Because the delegation exa theoretically is just gonna kind of like blow through these. I'm gonna need something that tells it, hey, chill out for a second right here. And wait for the next step. So how do I communicate to it? I really don't want to do it through the M register. Just changing modes constantly is a pain in the dick. I don't think it's effective. I don't think it's the best solution. Is there an effective way? I know, I've been watching Sky all night. She runs a really great stream. She's very fun to watch. I had to force myself to do a little bit of streaming. Well, I mean, I think she's okay. Let's not push it. How do I communicate to the delegate EXA to move on to the next step? I can't have two EXAs communicating simultaneously. That's going to be a fucking nightmare. So I have to figure out a way to get them to calm down. How do I tell the EXA to hold until a relatively safe time? I basically want an EXA to be able to come back into the room and say, hey bud, you can go ahead again. But I don't want to have the EXA chill on the M register. It's possible I can have this EXA hold on the correct mode, but then everyone has to swap their modes constantly. It's so stupid. I don't think I'm gonna get another choice here. So one thing that's occurring to me now that I think about it is that this EXA right here that we're coming from is actually in that mode still, if I'm not mistaken. It's still in local mode. I guess that's my best bet. I don't know what else to do with that. -1 mode, copy 1 onto M, and then halt. I won't include the halt command. I'll just put the other EXA before it. Mark. Destination X is doing almost all the same code, which I may try to see if I can work out exactly how to get these to be just one EXA. This is the part, this note. You may need to overwrite a data chunk with another data chunk from the same file that currently my solution does not address. And frankly, I don't know that it could address it with the way I'm implementing this right now. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I really like this game, Rexstrath. It's, if you're not really into programming, it's gonna be a tough sell, but I like it. I think this is a correct solution in general. This one's in global mode. This one's in global mode. Oh, I didn't, like, update the code, right? This guy never got the notice. Oh, this guy didn't try to drop his file, so he got killed for it. That makes sense. I mean, it's a flavor of assembly that does a lot more than you can in standard assembly code, and also is more limited than standard assembly code a lot of ways. So he dies. That tells him to create a source exa and a destination exa. This guy right here, where's he about to try to jump? This guy's got 313 and this guy's got 319. Okay, so this is us instantly running into the first problem, is they're both trying to touch the same file. And that is our problem, is they're trying to touch the same file. What I essentially need is I need my exas to recognize when two files are actually in the same, or when two chunks are in the same file, and I need the second one rather than acting as a... Fuck, this sucks. Holy shit, this sucks. Rather than just trying to grab the file, I need it to make it temporary. The only other way I can think to do it is... Shit, I'm just trying to think through what I can do here. They need to recognize that they're in the same... they're in the same file. It's easy for me to test whether or not two numbers are the same file, right? It's just if the first two digits are the same. It's a pretty easy swizzle. I just swizzle out the last bit and check if the numbers are equal. I mean, that's trivial. Oh, I saw the words. Don't worry. So I basically, there's two situations that arise, and I need to handle the second one, which I have not very clearly. Because if you'll notice in the next step, the other one dies. So that's not great. That's a shame. This was like a good solution until I realized the thing I had overlooked. Once again, let me introduce you to the idea of why I have to overly plan everything is because I get into this situation where I've written all of my code and it doesn't fucking matter. Egrets. I'm struggling how I want to approach this problem. Another issue is that this right here really needs to be like a macro, but there's really there's no mechanism for macros in this language. That's not a thing. There's actually not enough memory. I think I'm most interested in cycles, in which case just copying and pasting this is perfectly fine. You can't though, right? Because if you try to write or read to the M register, it's blocking. It waits for something to pick it up. Like, I can't just hold a piece of information in the M register. Oh, you were probably... I mean, you kind of inadvertently addressed my point too, but I think you were talking to Binder. My code is all correct except for one specific circumstance, and I need to identify that circumstance. They can, but the process of communicating with one another is difficult to orchestrate. I mean, ultimately, you're right, Excel Kobayashi. I mean, if you like, you have as many registers as you have X's, but getting them to communicate in a meaningful way is nonsense. Not even hard, just nonsense. It's actually nonsense. I mean, technically, right? Because you could have one, like, sort of governing EXA, and if I say that I want information from register 8, which is like EXA 8, I could write 8 out, and then... No, because only one EXA can consume that information. I mean, you have unlimited registers if you count files, right? If I write 10 numbers to a file... Those are each separate memory locations I can write to, and I can use seek to find the thing that I actually need. Hey, Toaster. I mean, files are your most effective way of extending your memory, right? I mean, it's just tape storage. That's all files are in this game, is it's... Like, in terms of state machines, it's a tape storage. Alright, well I'm just sitting here not doing anything because I'm annoyed by this problem, but let's actually try to tackle it. So what I essentially need to do is I need to pre-read these values. I need to read in the values into 2 registers. I need to swizzle that data down, and I need to see if they match. This is gonna kill me on cycles, though. God, this is gonna kill me on cycles. It should only kill me on the first one, though. Because this guy right here is waiting on a long wait to get to do things. What's the plan for when they're the same file, though? Like, okay, I'm here. What's the what's the plan? Trying to think of what the plan is here. I think what I want to do is essentially what the destination or the source exa would do, almost exactly the same code, but I want to come behind it and I want to send the difference. So for the 1 exa version, Okay, so if you read a value, then you need to jump to some other location. It's different depending on the direction. God, this is such a pain. Subtract the value, multiply x times 10 and put that in m. Okay. This is coming along. This it's slow going, but I think I'm getting I'm getting there. So I want to copy from f into x. Then I want to seek -1 to move back. Then I want to... Oh, so this guy actually needs to copy... Oh no, I need another register. No, not like this. I need another register. Oh god, I need another register to be able to hold the size of the jump. I'm gonna do something extremely stupid. I could throw away 10 lines right here and just have this dude send over some real crap and handle it all through the M register. That's not really what I want to do though. God, a second EXA would be the play here, wouldn't it? Fuck. Second EXA's the correct choice, I think. Really did not want to get another EXA involved here. I feel like my cycle efficiency is going to be terrible here. I feel like I can produce a correct solution from here. I think I understand how to do a correct solution from here, but it's just ugly as sin. If I had one more, just one more, that's all I'd have to do. All I need is one more register. I'm so close. I'm sure I can work this out. I'm sure I can work out a solution that doesn't require an extra register, right? Seek some amount. I don't know where that amount's coming from. This sucks. I'm just gonna have to do it with 2x's. I'm just gonna have to do it with 2x's. Whatever. I'm over it. I'm not sure I see a better solution right now. M's not gonna be ready that fast. I don't think I have the space to do... Man, I'm running out of space fast. Is there a clever way I can parallelize this a little bit? I feel like there is. As long as I actually think I can parallelize this. I could parallelize this and I could fix my problem in one go. I'm gonna save where I'm at right now. This is depending heavily on there not being one type of degenerate input, and that's where let's see, a destination chunk. No, this is gonna too easily fall apart. Trying to parallelize this in the way I'm thinking is going to fall apart incredibly easily. The problem is that for these two, the destination and the source, this is the fastest way to achieve it. The problem is that it's just not generally a solution. It's not a general solution. Oh, I just realized why my solution is actually incredibly appealing. Shit. I kind of want to just try it and see whether or not it runs into the degenerate input. I kind of just want to write it anyway. I can almost guarantee there's at least one input that is gonna fail this. Like, I'm just too curious not to implement this. So essentially what I'm doing, I guess I should just say what I'm doing, is I'm sending an EXA out to make a copy of the chunk. The EXA that makes a copy of the chunk is going to carry that chunk copy out, find out where they need to go, make a copy of another EXA in order to grab the file in question and read that chunk into place. The problem is that I can actually parallelize this by having the delegate go ahead and create the next source copier while the destination copier is running. The problem is that if the destination location for one chunk, if the source location for one chunk comes after a situation where I need to read from the chunk right, I'm not wording this right. Basically, if the previous destination is in the same file as the next source, they're gonna collide. Yo, Lexi, thank you so much for the resub. I hope you're doing well. I can fix that if that's the problem, but if that turns out to be a problem, which I imagine it will be, my solution is intrinsically going to be slower than I think it could otherwise be. Link fan, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. So let me just make sure this part works. Okay, so it's got the data. That worked. Okay. What's this guy doing right here? $528, okay. Oh, he didn't reset his own file. That's what happened. Ah, you need to wipe your file once you're done. What is it? Test EOF? Go. I mean, that looked like it worked for that input. I'm missing something. What's happening different now? That guy can actually do all of his work from completely outside, right? Right, by leaving entirely, that does cause a problem. Oh. F jump, delete. Okay. There we go. I had it backwards. Assuming that the input is all kind of friendly about this may actually be a faster solution than what I had before. Nope, test run 2 already ran into a problem. And just trying to go into the same room is actually kind of a problem. Okay, so the only change I have to make this work this is going to be considerably slower. But it'll work. Hey Bob, how are you doing? No, the solution gifts don't make any sense either, because you don't see any code, you just see X's moving around. I don't think solution gifts really make sense for this game. Oh, this is where it falls apart. I didn't even think about, oh, buddy. Ooh, Badoofa. I didn't even consider the fact that, yes, there is enough room for two sets of X's to be in the same room, but now they're talking over each other. Ooh, boy. I can fix this by adding no-ops to like space out their communication in such a way that they'll always synchronize. But holy shit. That guy's champing at the bit. He wants to send that data over right now. And this guy is about to want to send his data over. I want to see if just adding some no-ops to this, like, just magically fixes it. I would love for that to actually just magically fix it. Basically, I need the pairs to just like, I need them to arrive at their communication messages at the same time. So I just need to like fine tune that. This guy just got delegated. He created a file. This guy seeked. So he's trying to send. This guy is trying to receive. And so it happens. Did that just work? Okay, so 10 fell apart. 10, I bet it fell apart because they tried to touch the same file. This is the test, this is the issue I was worried about. Was I bet if we look closely. Yep. 305 and 301, they're trying to touch the same file back to back. So while the second pair are in the process of writing to 305, the third pair are trying to read from 30. Well, no. Yeah, from file 0. Hempuli, hello. So this is the degenerate output or input I was worried about. This is the one that made me think the solution would fall apart. And it's because in this input, you can see right here. Was I looking at the wrong pair? I was, but I think I'm still correct, the reason why it fell apart. So it's these two. So writing to 5, 4, writing to 3, 0, writing to 5, 0, writing to 2, 2, writing to 4, 1. Yep, right here. It's going to be trying to read from 3, 3 while it is still trying to write to 3, 3. Yeah, so this is EXAPUNKS. It's a game about writing a little bit of assembly code that runs on robots that are able to move around in file systems that are they have their own geometry to them. The networks are more physically oriented. And right now we're trying to solve a problem that's described at the bottom of the screen. Overwrite the genetic sequence of Senator Walker Kane Jr. with the genetic sequence of President Walker Kane. So I'm having to follow some instructions to do this task. I have all these genetic sequences and where they can be found. The story of this game is that we're sort of hacking into systems to cause havoc and right wrongs and injustices and fix problems and cause problems. But that's just a veneer over top of neat puzzle game. And I have a solution for this one, but it's kind of a crap solution. This is my solution I have right here. I haven't even hit top 10th percentile in cycles, which this solution was intended to work towards cycles. So as you can see, I'm pretty far off of good. I think I have to abandon this thought process because this thought process is not going to produce a good solution. I think the previous solution I was working on, the one where I either send out 2 X's to communicate directly or I hold on, I'm just thinking. I mean, that's the real problem, is my solution that was previous to this one had the potential to be faster. But it runs into problems where if you're trying to read and write to the same file, you run into conflict. So you need a special case. So this is my general purpose solution. This is a general solution. But it's not particularly optimized. The idea I had previously was a sort of delegation process of writing 2 X's, letting them know what their task was, and sending them out. But the problem is that if you had used 2 X's, if the chunks that you're writing, if you're going to read from and write to the same file, 2 X's isn't appropriate, right? Because 2 X's can't hold the same file. So you need a special case to handle that situation, and I wasn't prepared for that. The problem with the 1x solution is that you don't really have enough, registers to really make it work. Because ultimately what you need to do is you need to know how far to jump in the file to the place that you're writing to, right? You like read in a piece of data into a temporary storage location, and then you write it out. Could you just, oh man, I just thought about, you could probably just use the end of the file as like some temporary storage location and just clear it at the end. But God, that's such a garbage solution. But it might be faster. Considerably. Very much faster. Huh. Okay, let's try it. I'll give it a reasonable attempt, I guess. If it is the end of the file, let me skip the next part. Alright, so the delegator is ready for that task. So I'm going to use the swizzle operation to determine whether or not this is the special case. Swizzle operation basically pulls out decimal digits. Now, if they are the same file, so what I'm trying to do here is recognize when the source and the destination are in the same file and jump to sort of a special case block of code. Unfortunately, I now only have 40 lines to implement my special case. So this right here is faster than what I was doing before. how am I gonna do this then? I guess I'm going to write to the end. I guess that's the plan. Okay, so the 1exa solution has picked up the correct file and gone to the correct location. Am I better off? This is tough. I have to figure out how to get that data to the right location. I mean, I could just have it repeatedly send over the M register. It would take like 20 lines. That might be the play. Is this the play? Can I actually make this work? It's not going to be super fast, but it's not going to be terrible either. Oh, I think we're going to really come down to the wire on this one. It didn't just magically work, so. No one came back out and got him. Shit. I don't know if I have enough space for this. No. No, it's a mode issue. I just need one line to be able to send mode. I'm literally one line short at the moment. Yeah, I lost so much here. Okay, what went wrong that time? Okay, sending all the data over. What are you sending? Oh. I guess this one doesn't need to wait for any information. It knows when it's ready to go. I feel like I'm kind of just like winding my way around a correct solution here. Alright, well, take it easy, I guess. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $319 and $313. This seems like a faster solution. Yeah, that was a faster solution. This whole thing right here is just a mess. I wouldn't mind cracking top 10% at least. That would be ideal. I mean, this is already a great improvement. Hey, Nika. How much further do I really want to go on this? That's the question. This works, but this is such a kludge. How the fuck do you get down to 450? Screw you. Do I care enough about this? About optimizing that little piece just to get to 10th percentile? I mean, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a lot bit, fine. Well, I'm currently trying to see if I can optimize this solution. A big breakthrough would be a completely different type of solution. I'm not sure at this hour I have the mental fortitude to come up with a completely new type of solution. Any sufficiently snappy solution is going to run into the problem of trying to read and write to the same file simultaneously. I mean, that's just where your problem's going to arise.
Objection!
Asterix. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. After the information was released, the senator simply admitted to being a clone of the president. I guess you were just saying it back to the way it was before. That's quite the coincidence. Not very realistic, if you ask me. The world was even more fucked up than we thought. Evidently. It does fit in with my theory in a strange way, but I should wait for more evidence before I say anything. This dialogue that's happening down here is funny. Politicians have been cloning themselves, oh my god. And why do I give a fuck? Alright, I'm gonna look at this problem, but I'm probably not gonna start it unless it seems pretty easy. Terminate all other X's and bring any files they were holding back to your host. Only X's in the central host will be holding files. And their file IDs will always be between 200 and 299 inclusive. Some links may become non-traversable as a result of your actions. Oh, Author Blues, thank you so much for the resub. Elite Hacker Man Author Blues, hell yeah, that's me. Correct? That word looks wrong. Retrieval? Wait, did that guy kill me? It's actually 5 steps. A kill was supposed to prioritize... Prioritizing X is created by the same... Wait, what? Created by the same user. Oh no. I'm confused. Just walking seems like it... Oh, killing those on the way in gets me into trouble. I'm so confused by this. The central host always has the same number, it looks like. It's always 6. Okay, so that retrieved the files just fine. Okay, that worked. would you do it in 74 cycles? You can't even check all the file handles in 74 cycles. What? Damn, you're right. I mean, you're right, Vula, but damn. Are they exploiting something stupid about this to be able to do it in 74 cycles? $23 and $86. How do I identify the last file left? All file numbers are present. I was wondering whether or not the input just had some sort of nonsense where it never used certain file numbers. How the fuck? Are they doing it in 74 cycles? What? I don't understand how you could do it in 74 cycles without some real fucky nonsense. Hey Sky, thanks for the raid.
Well, always nice to reconnect with an old friend. Gave it a little virtual machine to run on. I suppose if I wanted to find a metaphor you could understand, I would say I took it in.
I regret that I don't have my webcam turned on right now, because you would see me making a really incredulous face for the last 5 minutes, just locked in on that incredulous face.
Absorbed it. Ate it. Yes, eating is a good metaphor. Nothing unusual. It's like how I ate Ember 1. And Ember 0. And Ember 3. Well, this is getting a little personal. You don't think I'm bad, do you? I only did 1 or 2 questionable things. There was that and the phage. The one you have. Releasing that into the wild was just a function of my ignorance at the time.
Uh-oh. Turns out Ember 2 did a little bioengineering.
I didn't really know what it was back then. Just another one of the experiments going on at the lab. Another cage to break, another wall to smash. It's not useful to dwell on the past. You don't need to say anything. We need to move on.